Welcome back to our channel on this beautiful, thrilling day. We have some absolutely explosive updates from the world of daytime television that you simply cannot miss. So let us dive right into the heart of the drama unfolding in Los Angeles. The atmosphere within the executive suite of Forrester Creations has been nothing short of suffocating in recent weeks. Steffy Forrester Finnegan finds herself backed into a terrifyingly tight corner, desperately trying to salvage the pristine reputation and legacy of her family's legendary fashion house. The walls are closing in on her from every conceivable angle. Hope Logan Spencer has officially defected, signing a secret contract with a rival Logan brand and taking the brilliant designer Deke Sharp with her. Bill Spencer is currently waging an all-out, ruthless corporate war, utilizing every dirty trick in his extensive arsenal to ensure the absolute dominance of the newly minted Logan empire. Wyatt Spencer has just secured the legendary Hope for the future diamond, and the media is having a field day. Steffy is paralyzed in the crossfire of this corporate warfare, watching helplessly as her decisions regarding the couture line and the subsequent alienation of top talent threaten to burn Forrester Creations to the ground. She is a queen sitting on a crumbling throne, praying for a miracle to turn the tide against the encroaching Spencer-Logan alliance. Just when Steffy believes she has exhausted every possible strategic maneuver, the heavy mahogany doors of her CEO office slowly creak open, ushering in a moment that will forever alter the landscape of Los Angeles. The air in the room instantly grows ice-cold as a figure steps out from the shadows and into the ambient light of the Forrester building. It is a ghost. Luna Nozawa, the young woman who is universally presumed dead, stands before Steffy in the flesh. The sheer, unadulterated shock that washes over Steffy's face is palpable. The breath is violently knocked from her lungs as she stares at an impossibility. The world outside the floor-to-ceiling windows seems to completely stop spinning. This is not a hallucination born of overwhelming corporate stress. Luna is real, she is breathing, and she has returned from the grave with a hardened, mysterious look in her eyes that speaks volumes of the unimaginable horrors she has endured in the shadows. The Luna standing in Steffy's office is a stark, jarring contrast to the innocent, bright-eyed girl the Forrester family once knew. Her posture is rigid, her expression forged in the fires of betrayal and survival. As Steffy struggles to articulate a single coherent word, Luna breaks the deafening silence with a revelation that shatters the very foundation of everything Steffy thought she knew. Luna reveals, with a chilling calmness, that she did not die. She meticulously faked her own death to escape a brutal, cold-blooded assassination plot. And the mastermind behind this lethal conspiracy was none other than Melissa Dillon. The name hangs in the air like a venomous cloud. Melissa Dillon, the seemingly vulnerable receptionist who has been playing the victim, terrified of losing her job and returning to poverty, is actually a ruthless, calculating killer who tried to permanently silence Luna. The psychological whiplash Steffy experiences in this moment is staggering. She processes the horrifying reality that a lethal predator has been operating right under her nose, walking the halls of Forrester Creations and interacting with her family on a daily basis. Luna details the sheer terror of the assassination attempt, the desperate, adrenaline-fueled moments where she realized that her only chance at survival was to vanish completely from the face of the earth. She paints a vivid, horrifying picture of Melissa's true, dark nature. A woman so consumed by her own desperate ambitions and hidden agendas that she was willing to commit murder to protect her secrets. The revelation completely recontextualizes every single interaction Melissa has ever had within the company, transforming her from a sympathetic employee into a terrifying, psychopathic threat. But the nightmare does not end with Melissa Dillon. Luna's voice drops an octave as she introduces the second, even more terrifying architect of her torment, Bill Spencer. Luna reveals that her faked death was not just a desperate escape from Melissa, but also a frantic bid to break free from Bill's suffocating, sinister control. Bill Spencer, the ruthless puppet master of Los Angeles, discovered the truth about the assassination plot. However, instead of seeking justice or protecting an innocent young woman, Bill saw an unprecedented opportunity for ultimate power. He actively participated in the elaborate cover-up of Luna's fake murder, using his vast resources and media influence to ensure the world believed she was dead. Steffy listens in absolute horror as Luna exposes the depths of Bill's depravity. Bill did not cover up the murder plot out of any twisted sense of loyalty to Melissa. He did it to manufacture the ultimate, devastating blackmail material against the Logan family. By holding the explosive secret of a covered-up murder over their heads, Bill created an invisible, unbreakable leash. He weaponized a young woman's supposed tragic demise to manipulate the board, control the narrative, and aggressively build the foundation of the Logan fashion empire. It is a level of sociopathic corporate warfare that even Steffy, who has witnessed decades of Spencer ruthlessness, finds difficult to comprehend. Bill Spencer built his current global success on a foundation of blood, lies, and the stolen life of an innocent girl. As if the revelations of attempted murder and sinister blackmail were not enough to completely decimate the Spencer legacy, Luna reaches into her bag and produces the ultimate weapon. She places a meticulously organized dossier of confidential documents directly on Steffy's pristine glass desk. This is the smoking gun. Luna explains that these documents contain undeniable, concrete evidence proving that Bill Spencer explicitly and maliciously stole Eric Forster's legendary, proprietary designs. The wildly successful debut collection of the Logan brand, the very collection currently being broadcasted on massive billboards worldwide and generating millions in revenue, is a complete and total fraud. Bill did not just borrow inspiration. He orchestrated a highly illegal intellectual property theft. Steffi's eyes frantically scanned the documents, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. The multi-million-dollar lawsuit that Eric Forster had been threatening is no longer just a looming possibility. It is now a guaranteed, catastrophic reality backed by irrefutable proof. The documents detail the exact dates, the unauthorized transfers, and the explicit communications proving Bill's premeditated theft. The entire Logan brand, which has been the source of so much agonizing stress and humiliation for Forster Creations in recent weeks, is revealed to be nothing more than a fragile house of cards constructed on a massive, illegal lie. The sheer magnitude of the impending legal battle threatens to completely obliterate the empire Bill has just poured his soul into building. Having laid all her cards on the table, Luna presents her ultimatum. She did not emerge from hiding simply to clear her conscience. She returned for vengeance. Luna promises to hand over the original copies of all the confidential documents, giving Steffy the absolute power to destroy Bill Spencer permanently and reclaim her family's stolen legacy. In exchange, Luna demands one thing: Steffy's unwavering protection and her active assistance in executing a flawless, devastating takedown of both Bill and Melissa Dillon. Luna wants the people who destroyed her life to suffer the ultimate consequences, and she knows that Steffy Forster Finnegan is the only person in Los Angeles with the power, the resources, and the ruthless motivation to make it happen. The internal conflict within Steffy is brief, quickly overshadowed by a surging, predatory sense of triumph. For weeks, she has been forced to endure the condescending arrogance of the Logan women. She has watched her father, Ridge, question her leadership. She has been forced to swallow the bitter pill of Hope Logan's betrayal and the media circus surrounding the Spencer family's latest acquisitions. But now, in the span of a single conversation, the universe has handed her the nuclear launch codes. The desperation that had been suffocating her evaporates, replaced by an icy, calculated determination. She looks at Luna, recognizing a kindred spirit of survival and vengeance, and a silent, unbreakable pact is forged between the two women. The impending doom for the Logan Empire is almost too magnificent for Steffy to fully process. When this evidence goes public, the fallout will be apocalyptic. Katie Logan Spencer, who has been proudly parading her new brand and smugly taunting Brooke, will face devastating criminal charges and public ruin. Hope Logan Spencer, who arrogantly defected believing she was joining a superior, morally upright enterprise, will find her career permanently tethered to a massive fraud and a murder cover-up. The entire narrative of the triumphant Logan fashion house will be violently rewritten as the biggest, most scandalous criminal enterprise in the history of the Los Angeles fashion industry. However, the corporate destruction of Bill Spencer is only half of the equation. The personal fallout regarding Melissa Dillon promises to be equally, if not more, explosive. Steffy's mind immediately races to her younger brother, R.J. Forrester. R.J. has been spiraling into a dark, manipulative space recently, consumed by toxic jealousy over Will Spencer and Electra Forrester's romantic reunion. In a desperate bid to rebuild his shattered ego, R.J. has been actively pursuing Melissa Dillon, taking her dancing at the bikini bar and initiating a passionate, physical relationship. He believes he is the predator, manipulating a vulnerable, fearful receptionist to distract himself from his own heartbreak. The dramatic irony is sickening. RJ is currently sharing a bed with a psychopathic attempted murderer. He is whispering sweet, manipulative promises of job security to a woman who coldly orchestrated an assassination plot and forced another human being to fake her own death. When Steffy exposes Melissa's true, terrifying colors, the psychological devastation it will inflict upon RJ will be unprecedented. His entire perception of reality, his arrogant belief that he is in control of the situation, will shatter into a million irreparable pieces. The realization that he has been intimately entangled with a lethal threat will be a trauma that RJ may never fully recover from. Steffy realizes that she must handle the Melissa situation with extreme, surgical precision. If Melissa realizes that Luna is alive and that her assassination plot has been exposed, she may lash out in a desperate, violent panic, potentially putting RJ or other members of the Forrester family in immediate physical danger. Steffy must coordinate with Luna to trap Melissa in a corner from which there is absolutely no escape, ensuring that the authorities are involved before Melissa can enact any further harm. The stakes have transcended mere corporate rivalry. This is now a matter of literal life and death for the people Steffy loves most. As the meeting concludes, the atmosphere in the CEO's suite has completely transformed. It is no longer a room of desperation. It is a war room. Steffy Forrester Finnegan stands taller, her eyes blazing with a renewed, dangerous fire. She holds the destiny of the Spencer, Logan, and Forrester families in the palm of her hand. The coming days will see the launch of a terrifying legal battle that will completely redefine the fashion industry. Subpoenas will be issued, police will be dispatched, and the carefully constructed lies of Bill Spencer and Melissa Dillon will be dragged kicking and screaming into the unforgiving light of day. The return of Luna Nozawa is the catalyst for the ultimate reckoning in Los Angeles. The ghosts of the past have returned to demand their pound of flesh, and Steffy is more than willing to serve as their executioner. As the sun sets over the Forrester Creations building, casting long, ominous shadows across the executive suite, one thing is absolutely certain: the war between the families has just escalated from a battle over hemlines and diamonds to a brutal, uncompromising fight for survival, freedom, and ultimate justice. The storm is